Good evening, everyone. His Excellency the Ambassador to Japan, Mr. ISOMATA, and the patron of the Geopolitical Cartographer, the former President, Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe, and the Excellencies, and all the distinguished guests, the academics, experts, and all participants, ladies and gentlemen. So let me first of all avail myself of this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude to the Excellency, the Ambassador of Japan, of inviting me, that is to grace this occasion today. And also thankful of organizing this such very important, the networking dinner gathering, and as well as this one day, the workshop or the program. And it's also, I consider it as an honor and a privilege of gracing this occasion. For having this forum arranged, that is, which I am sure that definitely that bring many opportunities for the expertise, the professionals, and the people that who are, very expert, carrying very expert knowledge on this field, to share their expertise that is within ourselves, that is to have or evolve the strategies, the concepts, which we can integrate the air, sea, and land, which you're always looking for this maritime domain awareness. And as well as all are aware that Sri Lanka is being the part of this region in Indian Ocean, and as the regional and the global dynamics evolve at an unprecedented pace, as we have been experienced for a couple of the decades ago, this new era demands for reassuring the maritime strategies that we always look for. That Sri Lanka also have many bad experiences of transnational crimes, organized crimes, the many other atrocities which is being indulged in our seas, in the economic exclusive the zones, especially in the illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing issues that we are facing. And so this demands and need of a comprehensive maritime strategy, that is to integrate all this air, land, and sea, all these contingents together, especially the disaster risk management, as we have also a couple of bad experiences in disasters. We always, the government of Japan is always came forward to assist us in many ways, which is very thankful. And is also this broader view is very crucial to safeguard our existing or the extensive coastline and in the vast economic exclusive zone, as I brought about, and critical sea lines of communications that connects the east and west. And is also that we saw over a period of time this strategic transformation taking place across the region, and all the nations who are present here, they faces new challenges, the vulnerabilities in this domain, that we used to see that this the sea or this Indian Ocean region, that whoever commands that have a very advantageous with economic progress and also the world governance and the maritime governance, which we have been located here. So we had to exploit that advantages in cooperation with the collaborative efforts with the other countries, the region, task forces, that whatever the way that we can establish. So the nature of conflicts or the nature of threats had taken a shift, or the paradigm shift over a period of time, that we are facing huge numbers, the unmanageable challenges in this pedestal or the parts. So we all together having this kind of platform, the forums will bring a lot of knowledge sharing, expertise sharing, and to evolve very comprehensive strategies, that is to face these challenges, the emerging challenges. In this perspective, we always that look forward, and the government of Sri Lanka today always that look forward has to integrate the air, sea, and the land perspectives, as what you call is the maritime domain awareness, to insist or to curb or to face these challenges. And always that I always keep ourselves engaged in order to progress of this maritime domain awareness, which will bring a lot of the benefits for all us. all of us. So let me once again to extend my sincere thanks on behalf of the President, also inviting me and also arranging this kind of a forum that is to share expertise and knowledge. So thank you very much for everyone. Thank you very much.